Hey YouTube, Rando here. Was sitting outside today and just working in the yard. Kind of had my bag next to me, and I decided to go ahead and show you my bug out system. I just call it my camp pack. I mean, this is all the packs I take with me when I go camping. You can see there's quite a few of them, different bags, and the reason is if it is a bug out bag and you ever have to bug out, you may be running, you may want to start shedding shit off as you go. So I have it down to where what I would shed first, and I'm going to show you that today in order. Try to do it in order as best as possible anyway. It's going to be one-handed, so the first thing to go would be the bucket. Now I keep a bug out bucket in my truck, just a bucket of shit that, you know, if you break down on the side of the road or something would come in handy. So I guess it's not really a bug out bucket. I'm not really into bugging out. That ain't what my pack's for, but that's just what a lot of people call them. I call it a camp pack. You know, if we go out in the woods, we're hunting, whatever, the pack comes with me. I may leave it at camp, you know, and just bring just this pack, but nonetheless, all this shit comes with me with the big bug out bucket. So if I ever actually had to bug out, I guess, you know, that's why I do it in different. I don't just go buy a big camp pack. I don't have money for that. For one, you know, those packs are pretty expensive. So I just took a bunch of small packs we had and started throwing shit in them. And this is just a bucket of batteries. A lot of the cams I use, game cameras, use batteries and shit, different size batteries. So I carry a lot of batteries with me. And then there's a knife sharpener, and I'm trying to think of what else. I don't really feel like opening it, going into it, or this video will be long as hell. And now I think all these are actually on different videos I have of different stuff, but this would be the first thing I would shed if I had to. You know, I've got, and by the way, yeah, that's another thing, I keep spares of everything that I absolutely have to have in the bags, except this one right here. This is just a rifle. So I would shed this one first, and nothing in this bucket couldn't be replaced throughout these other bags. So the bucket's gone. Let me think of how I had that planned. I think the next one to go would be this one, because this is more of a pleasure pack. I mean, it is water. Those two things right there hold about a half a gallon of water. But the woods we go to and everywhere around here, there's plenty of water. You can find good drinkable water in these woods, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. And then in here's a first aid kit, a multi-tool, trying to think of everything. That's the first aid kit. I actually did a video on this. It would actually be on my belt probably, along with the multi-tool right here would go on my belt. And then there's like just some first aid shit in here, throughout here. This is silver coins that's only in here because I didn't have anywhere to put them. They usually go in my safe, but the coin safe is full, and it's inside of a bigger safe, so I guess I could just throw them in there, but I haven't yet. Also, there's some cigars in here, 4 cigars. You know, I enjoy a nice cigar after dinner sometimes, so. But that would be the second pack I would shed. Now this one right here, it's my main pack. It's what I carry everything that I use while we're out camping or whatever. Sorry about the shoddy camera work. I'm trying to do all this one-handed, but it's just a cheap school bag that my kids had, and I liked it because it has these little springs on it, so it kind of, you know what I mean, takes it out of your step a little bit. It's not as hard on your back as a regular backpack. And I've got it loaded down right here is a fire starter kit. I think I did a video on that. It's probably the second video I made. Pocket knife, fishing kit, and usually we just take that because we like to throw a trout line out or something every now and then, just mess around. And sometimes we catch something, sometimes we don't. Emergency whistle and compass. I don't spend money on stuff like compasses. Some of these guys' bags, it's a big $100 compass sitting in his bag, so sitting in a $200 backpack. So that's not us. We don't do that. I have better shit to spend my money on than that. So, and here's just a bunch of odd and end stuff right here. Some 22 shells, some AA batteries. There's a flashlight, LED flashlight, and then a sewing kit inside of here. And this again is the backpack I would shed next if I had to. It would be the third thing to go. Honestly, it would probably be the fourth, because I'd probably get rid of this 22 faster than anything. It would probably be the third thing to go, and this would be the fourth to go. But if I had to, I would just throw this to one of my kids. They could carry it, if they had to. I'm just trying to think of everything that's in here without actually going through it, and I'm going through it. There's fire starter material in there, dry. Some playing cards, some super glue, a couple rain ponchos, some matches, some waterproof, windproof matches, and some rolled up plastic. We use that plastic a lot, believe it or not. It gets replaced often. And this right here, the big pocket, it has an MRE in it, enough for a day's worth of meals. Some liquid heat down in there. There's also a penny stove in here, all kinds of other shit. This box right here is a small knife sharpener, some tools, shit that I can, tear my guns down with, whatever, my gun tools, and then some other stuff, I don't quite remember. There's a little bit of pipe tobacco in here as well. I like tobacco, not often, just when I want it, I want it. So when I'm in the woods and I want to smoke, I smoke. And here's a rechargeable flashlight, some fishing string. It's a new string for my crossbow. I carry a spare string in here for when I do have my crossbow with me. And also some fireworks. I know that sounds like a stupid thing to have, but we bring them. For one, we just pop them off when we're having fun, but they're good to use as a, if you're trying to signal somebody, you let off a whole pack of these at one time. It's, you let off one, it may sound like a gunshot, to somebody who don't know what a gunshot and a firecracker sounds like. They probably think it's a gunshot, but you let a whole row off and it's unmistakable. That's firecrackers. If you was trying to signal somebody, that's, you can just have it worked out to where, you set them off. I know there's something wrong. I'll come back to camp. You know what I mean? And I know which general direction the camp's in. Or if you hear me set them off, you set some off at camp so I can tell which way camp is. Whatever. They're good for signaling. So we do carry a couple packs with us. Like I said, this would probably get shedded first, but this is it's a 22. Trying to think of the right name. It's an MP5 clone. I forget what it's called. I think it's the Rimfire, something like that. It's H&K. It's a 22, and I got probably 200 rounds of ammo in there, and it's pretty light actually. And this is just my kids' gun when we go out. They have this one. I have plans on doing tactical shit to it, so they can. I wanted to buy them something that was heavier than a 22, but didn't have any more recoil. So they ended up with this bad boy for Christmas. And I got a good deal on it. I'm going to do a video on that in my garage sale, prepper finds, pawn shop finds, whatever the hell you want to call it. Those videos I do, this will be in it, so I'll show it to you then. And this would be the last pack to go. This would be the pack that I actually wouldn't get rid of no matter what. It's flat enough, I can fit it under my jacket, it's concealable. You can't really see it that well. and everything in here was put in here. These packs right here have shit in it that I'll never use. You know what I mean? Those little tubes of paper towels that they sell are in here. The biodegradable soap. I use the soap, but I don't use the towels. We usually have a box of hand towels with us, but when we go camping. But stuff like that I'll never use. It's just in here, and if I got rid of it and had to, I wouldn't worry about it. This is everything I would feel like I have to have, kind of. Not really have to, I guess. Of course, you have your matches. Here is 20 9mm bullets. Here's a small LED flashlight with spare batteries taped to it. 11 .22 rounds, just in case I had to ditch the ammo or whatever and had the gun, I'd still have rounds for it. Here's a little tinder bundle. Mylar, emergency blanket, a multi-tool. This is a fish kit. You know, if you had to procure food, there you go. And then there's some more loose 9mm bullets, enough to fill the clip. I have enough to fill my clip 3 times in here. This would just be along with the pistol I would carry, by the way, I carry a sub 2000 in here, and it holds the same ammunition and magazines as my Glock 17. So that's my ADC, that's what I would carry, and this is the, I guess, rifle I would carry in an emergency. And I bring it with me because we just have fun with it out in the woods as well. I'll bring a couple box of shells. And then here's a hunting knife and then a mesh bag to carry spare shit in. So that's the whole system, more or less. I've got a couple more videos planned, so I'm trying not to make this one too long. So I'm going to go ahead and shorten it up. And like I said, I didn't want to go into all the packs. I've done individual videos on each pack, I do believe, except the blue one, which is the gun, and that's because my kids just got it for Christmas. So that's everything that would be carried, and that's in pretty much the order it would be shed, and if I had to shed it off layer by layer. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Sorry about that, YouTube. I just wanted to show you how I carry it all kind of together. You can see the bucket and the other bag back here clipped onto the main bag. Then the rifle just gets held. And then there's the bag that I said I wouldn't shed right there. So, alright, thanks for watching.